So guys, in this video we are going to talk about this post exploitation commands we can execute on the target machine. So I have run this bad brew exploit and we got the meterpreter session 2 open. Now if you type help at this meterpreter command prompt, you can get these commands you can execute on this target victim machine. So as you can see, there are so many commands over here. You can just put this session to the background and you can kill this session, and you can also help menu. This is the help menu, and if you can also download this files and upload the files, and you can also list the files and create any folders, etc. And you can also get the networking information. And let me say ipconfig. Since this is a Windows XP machine, we need to type ipconfig instead of ifconfig. And you can see there are three interfaces, a Bluetooth, and this interface 2 and this interface 1. This interface 2 is a main one, AMD PCNet. I don't know why it's saying AMD, but maybe this is virtual machines virtualization. That's why you got this IP address and a subnet mask. So those are some of this networking commands. One thing I want to show is we need to type the PS to display the processes running on this XP machine. So these are all the processes running on the machine, and we can see there should be our process. Okay, now never mind, my process will execute on this target machine. That's why we got the shell. So we need to migrate into some stable process like lsas.exe or explorer.exe. So if you migrate our process into this explorer.exe, then there will be no new process, and antivirus cannot be flagged our process as a malicious process. So to do that, we need to say migrate, and the process name or the process id we need to supply. This is the process id and this is the parent process id. So since process id of explorer.exe 1044, so why we are moving into this explorer.exe means it is a stable process and it will not close until computer shutdowns, right? Even if you migrate to the Chrome browser, then the Chrome browser, the user can exit whenever he just want to stop the browsing. So that's why this explorer.exe is like background process. We can move safely into this explorer.exe. Let me type migrate and the process id of this explorer.exe, that is 1044, and if I hit enter, now as you can see migrating from 1248 to 1044. 1248 is which is our bad brew.exe, and we are migrated into 1044. Now again, if we type help, we get some more commands. You can say we can dump the password using this hash dump. So you can give this line, you can give this line to some password cracking tools like John the Ripper and the Hashcat. Then you can crack these passwords if these are weak passwords. You can see there are three users, Lal, Nikhil and Nikki. These are the extra users I have added in that XP machine, and you can copy these hashes and you can give it to the password cracking tools. Okay, we will come to those password cracking tools later. So we can also use the get system, and it says get priv s. So this get priv s tells us that there are these many methods. You can go ahead and do the privilege escalation. You can also do this get system to get automatically take advantage of this privilege escalations. You can see got system via technique 1. Now if I say get uid user id, you will say NT authority system, which is the administrator user on the Windows systems. So we have successfully elevated our privileges using this get system command, and we can run so many commands. Say screenshot. Okay, let's type screenshot. So the screenshot is saved to home Kali, this random name.jpg. Let's go and check it out. So this is the one. So my Windows, so let me run the screenshot again to get some. Okay, never mind, we got the screenshot of this Windows XP machine, and we can also get the webcam stream. Let's say webcam stream. Okay, target does not have webcam. Okay, my webcam has been connected to this Windows 10 machine, so we need to connect back to this virtual machine. So you can just connect this using this devices, removable devices, and you can add this camera, and then you can just type the webcam stream. And we can also take the snapshot of this particular webcam, and you can also record the mic and also chat. So we can also dump these keystrokes. You can just start the keyscan underscore start and the stop to record these keystrokes. And we can also see the routing table using the root. So if there are any other computers in this IP routing table, that means this XP machine may be connected to some other computers. If you do not have access to those computers, we can use this XP machine as a man in the middle attack. Then we can just hack another machine using this XP machine. This is called pivoting. We will see pivoting in the network pen testing section. No need to worry about this. And you can also get the system information using sysinfo command, and it will gives the basic information about this Windows XP machine. And we can also execute a particular command using the execute command. And you can also display all the partitions and the mounted drives using this show underscore mount. And you can see there is a C drive which is a 30 GB and a D drive which is the CD-ROM. So that's all about this post exploitation commands. Don't think that this ends here. In next are the future sections. If there is any use we can use the Metasploit, then we will use those post exploitation commands there. Don't think that this Metasploit has ended just for this section. So this is like basic, and to give you the overview of what the Metasploit is and how to use that for scanning and exploitation. So that's all for this. I hope you have understood this.